All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2. PapaSchmo on your left, Lies on your right. PapaSchmo took game number 1, puts him now at 3 and 4 on the group stage. Lies is now officially eliminated from moving on into the bracket, potentially into the bracket stage. WX Fan 21 here with you, along with Scoopula. Scoopsy, how are ya?
Still alive.
Yo.
Speaking of alive or not, yeah, lies. You say if you're out now, honestly, this is the time to just do whatever. Let it go. Pull some stuff off. Make a show of it. It's rando. Half the time it works out. So.
Yeah. Well, I will take over tracking this game.
All right, I have it up, but I'll let you work on it first.
We'll split it. No big deal.
Well, I won't double click. I'll wait a while if I see something. That's fine.
What do you think the major is going to be here besides Morph?
So, I don't know.
Plasma.
If I had to pick one that wasn't an E-Tank, let's go double jump.
Let's go.
It's charged. Well, that is TBD, depending on what other beams we find.
Nice early charge beam for the runners. Super missiles. All right. Never say no to super missiles.
Really hard to under 2 minutes, yeah, for sure. See if you find other kind of bomb. Yeah, well, okay, got those. So straight to meme route, I think.
Okay, hello, Red Brinstar.
It'll still give us something to do before having to think about criteria again.
You got that right.
Thankfully, that didn't branch out again because you like to be able to get this major here sometime soon while you're in the area.
Tube time. Let's see what's here in the tube. Crockemeyer.
Yeah, it's a pretty big maybe with 10 supers, and that's it.
Did Lies not check the other door?
Well, if so,
no. Lies did not.
Well, see, this is the thing. Like, that was the thought I had when I said about the majors. Sometimes I like to come here first in case one of those two does go somewhere that you want to follow.
Fair.
It's a few screen transitions, and I don't typically know what I'm doing, but I like the idea anyway.
It's all good.
Let's see if it's just going to go back checking.
Was an entranceway into East Meridia, the East Meridia entrance.
in the past, doing area on other randomizer projects, I would skip that Spazer Major and never come back to it, and it feels bad. So maybe that's part of why I think like that. So rear of wrecked ship here at center of Redburn. So pocket that for now. Lies is in fact trying Croc here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. You can farm, but the problem is he usually walks up on you. Oh, never mind. Okay, so here's the deal. Whenever we get items 2 seconds into the game, I forget about them.
Good. Lies over here checking out the Crockemeyer door. And will Croc have the goods?
So I'm talking not having ammo, but forgot entirely about the charge. So it's actually got some use now without the other beams attached to it. Definitely not enough stuff to get to the first major and get back. So we'll hope for, I don't know, a better way to do that after this. Is it still... If the next major isn't much of anything that helps, can we still actually do that? Or is that going to be a check it and move on?
We'll see.
You have to take a save and do all that. It's a lot of time to spend just to visually check something.
Alright, here come the safety saves for both runners. Hello. Business center. We'll get us what top of Red Tower is.
Yeah, long trip up the elevator, but can't leave it here.
Nope. Lies. Gonna take a reset here. Or I was just gonna farm. We'll farm. Green gate glitch, pretty tough.
Best way of that major that we got.
Hello. So both wreck ship entrances are hanging out here inside of Red Bryn.
Schmo just what was that back and forth? Like I don't know what to do.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Because you can do this, and again, I think the decision maker here is knowing where the other door goes. Knowing that you can, knowing that you can.
An extremely long Phantom fight.
Knowing that you can come back without a big time commitment, regardless of what happens here.
First missile pack. Can do Phantom now. More E. For Lies.
Yeah, and that's gonna barely allow us
to get across the acid and check what's behind Croc item is.
Yeah. We can see it with one. I think he might be able, if you're real careful, get out with the 2.
You can get out with 2.
Cannot. Alright. With the funny feeling.
You can definitely get out with 2.
Oh, you can? Okay, you're saying, okay.
Yes.
No blame on his save again, no, that's for sure.
Right. Best case scenario here for PapaSchmo.
Yeah, that's the 1 in 4 shot. Sometimes you feel like it's a whole lot less than that whenever you're hoping for one, and it happens to work out this time. Yeah, another E. Well, that'll be nice. You like finding the E-tanks in the places you really would have preferred to see something else for your trouble, but they're nice when it's a case like this, and you know you're going to get out no problem.
What was the crate major item? Was this the reserve tank, huh?
Yes. That was picked up.
And an E-tank. So, folks, if you're not familiar with Boss's Shifted Arm, basically, because PapaSchmo defeated Kraid inside of the wreck ship, the wreck ship activated. That's the difference between Bosses Shifted and Bosses Shuffled. Shifted, whatever boss you defeat in that area, the area is going to activate if it needs to. And any doors locked will be opened.
You know, I'm actually thinking about that since I only ever do it with all these considerations. Ridley's the only one that doesn't have something tied to it, or does it?
Correct.
Right, or LN, I guess.
Lower Norfair, that is correct. Nothing is locked at Lower Norfair, because at that point in the game, you're supposed to have pretty much everything.
Yeah, they could have got away with a few more gray doors or something. Would have been funny if they locked the escape with the gray doors. That just sounds mean.
Here comes that safety save here for PapaSchmo, is going to most likely go and check wreck ship E-tank. Yes.
Yeah, the runners had a chat about this before. PapaSchmo must have had a double jump at the time. Is that what we recall? Because the conversation went from Lies is that this is what he would have had to do, this right here. And yeah, you're going to have to retry with no regular bombs. However, I know this doesn't serve the broadcast, but it's for some reason one of those things that I can do. And a lot of supposedly simpler things I can't do.
I heard you can be absolutely awesome and amazing as usual.
I think it's just because it's one of these things that's a matter of timing. And then, yeah, you gotta be able to jump again. And sometimes they'll look really good. You'll get the results, but you just won't clear the top. And it's the weirdness of tiles and hit boxes in the Super Metroid here. But that last one, if it was just a pixel down, it'd be good. It looks like PapaSchmo is just leaving without reloading. Then it must not care about any more power bombs. So there's Turian. In the center of green burn, that's something.
Alright, this time what PapaSchmo is doing is he's checking out all of the other areas. So remember in game 1, Scoop, that PapaSchmo never came up into the attic?
Right.
This is something that he is doing here this time around. And he just realized he has no power bombs to peek this item. As Lies has somehow found Green Brainstar. Green Brainstar was the opposite door here at Business Center. So this is big for Lies.
Yep, and we
also finds that Torian door.
Torian and Ice Beam. a plasma beam to go with our charge, so you know, miners have now taken an official back seat.
Oh yeah, we got charge ice plasma. We're good.
We want a couple for eventual Ridley, I guess. A couple supers, but so I think PapaSchmo kind of, I hate to say, but hecked himself here some. The second sponge bath attempt didn't go right, and just he said, "To heck with it, I'm out of here," which is fine. It's just you don't get your power bombs back. And I was trying to think if there's something I'm missing as enemies that drop them between here and there, and I guess not. So now this whole thing can just go to hell because sponge bath be like that for.
I mean, listen, we still have Schmo's out in the lead because he's got the boss down. Lies never got all the way to the wreck ship. Found Green Bryn's like, nope, gonna do Green Bryn right now, which is not a bad thing.
No, but Schmo's not thrilled, I would think, for all of what just transpired.
Not at all. Nice space
jump, yeah. It's gonna help us get moving.
Moving and grooving. Schmo wants to avoid Green Bryn for now and go get the other majors here at Business Center. Looking for high jump and ice majors.
Yeah, this is a
plasma space. Green Bryn is low here.
This is a call you see made a lot whenever you come out of one of the top of the elevator doors. It's take that elevator twice and get these, or check the door that's right in front of you and maybe get led down a path without them. So I think it just depends on what you found so far, what kind of call you make there. But Screw Tech's not bad, which should eventually go with that space jump to make playing the rest of the game relatively free. And now we have attained our microwave, which is the real goal, I think. Yeah, I guess you do run a risk of finding Varia here, and then you got into that situation where you were trying to avoid at the top of the elevator with carrying into things and leaving things behind, but I mean, the game's just not usually that nice. So an IC tank to help us get out of here with some energy to spare, and we'll go check that door, I suppose. This is the way you want it to go. I do not remember what Lies just saw. It looks like it's pointed toward... I don't know. I can't see on there.
He did not mark it yet.
I'm seeing a line headed toward the Croc entry door.
Yeah, that's tube.
Oh, is it?
So PapaSchmo, not finding anything crazy at Business Center, it looks like. Captain MD, thank you for the raid. How are you? You're doing well. All right. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong door. Green Bryn door is Croc Speedway. My apologies.
Okay.
I was looking at Top Red Bryn.
Well, that's what I did first, and then I went and full screen this thing so I can actually use it.
Plasma beam now for Schmo. Liza's gonna pick up, I believe this is an E-Tank. Ah, it's the Screw Attack, that's right. E-Tank was the Ice Beam item. Both racers kind of retracing each other's steps. And the only difference with the racers right now is PapaSchmo's gone through the wreck ship. Lies has not.
Well, PapaSchmo did find that front door to wreck ship, which I don't now recall where it was. So it's a little more appetizing.
The ship was in fact the Red Bryn elevator. The only info that Lies has right now is the back of wreck ship.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
It doesn't feel as good to go through, and then, you know, who knows what's at the other end if you're in that position. Yeah. So, looking here, it looks like Lies took the top of Red Tower exit that is not the elevator, and that's it.
Correct. Upper North there? Yeah, if that's the one you're looking at. This map looks a little bit like spaghetti already.
Yeah, well, they all do to me, but at least one of the things I did learn after a little bit of suffering was, even though, you know, it can take some time to do elevators and doors, transitions, you want to do them when you can.
Yes.
Liza's going to tear through here on 4 tanks, which is fine with screwed space.
Absolutely. You've got Bubble Mountain fully in logic with over 3 tanks.
Yeah, it's very hard without this thing. Anyway, pulling for Lies this time to find a Varia suit up here. Wait for that all night.
Lies did end up finding it really late in the last game. Hopefully not this time, like you said.
Yeah, it's just funny how it seems to me that both of these seeds are... both of the first seeds remain in each runner's heads here with the wreck ship incidents on both sides, and once again looking for a Varia here that ended up not being here, could be here this time. These 1v1s are kind of interesting like that. Falling in was not what you want to do, but yeah, I think
Nope.
the save should just be right under here, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. You know what, it's like double chamber, I think a tiny little bit of lag with the enemy in the room, so you jump when you think you should be able to, and it doesn't work, and you fall in. I do it all the time.
Lies really shouldn't be going to this room for. Oh, Lies wants the crystal flash. That's what he wants.
It's gonna have to move. Oh, I'm gonna do it in here. I'm afraid to do this. Am I justified in saying that?
So there is actually a. Samus can stand once you get by the morph ball tile. Nice gravity suit.
All right. Yeah, that's something.
We take those. Any gravity suit fans out here in chat?
I mean, I'm not really in chat, but I'm always the one like thinking, boy, all these seeds would be so much easier if we only had some breakfast. But
I got blueberry pancakes this morning for breakfast. I think partially because I wanted pancakes and, you know, Super Metroid, gravity suit, pancakes. They were good.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
Just a couple more E-tanks here to round out the upper Norfair Bubble Mountains. Adjacent majors would be fine. Lies says no currently to that.
Lies doesn't want to go to the other two items, and I don't think this is wise.
Yeah, because if they're E-tanks, that's fine. You know, everything's cool. If there's something else, even better. There's another door or two over there you need to check.
Yeah. And if it's Varia suit?
Yep. Maybe this will get him to rethink it. Almost made it out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And we shall see. For those just coming in, I'm WXFan21, joined by Scoopula, hanging out here in the commentary booth and tracking booth. Scoop took tracking on game 1. I got tracking here on game 2. Schmo won game number 1. There you go, Lies. Now you're gonna go and check the other items here at Bell Mountain. No, you are just throwing caution to the wind.
I think this is a reset no matter what. This is just for info.
This would be big info. Watch it be vanilla.
Kind of.
Kind of French vanilla. So Lies will take the reset here. I wonder if Lies just doesn't want to farm.
That's a consideration, yeah. I can understand if that's the case, but it's like there's just so many E-tanks, you figure you're going to have to run into at least one of them. And yeah, it's going to push for that possibility, or, you know, whatever. Both suits here would be something for sure. PapaSchmo had that gravity, and then something happened, I took my eye off. Has to reacquire from the looks of it. So, big high five, almost a full meeting.
Schmo needs to be careful here.
Yeah, I think this
have that reserve tank, but still.
It's probably what happened. Didn't quite make it up there.
Schmo would like the crystal flash, is what it would look like.
Elias getting through the green gate real quick. This is nice to see. We can check the chronic boost door and get a refill. This is a great path when you have all this movement. If you can get through that gate,
especially because of this grapple, whatever you want to call this one, what other grapple blocks, just having that space jump makes this so much easier. Alright, chronic boost door is what? Crab hole.
Yeah, see, so boy, I hate to keep doing this, but this is 2 majors we're not seeing.
Well, we'll see him on PapaSchmo's side.
Yeah, we will. The other side element, all right.
Main Street to back of Lower North Fair.
Well, I mean, that's a good one to know.
Of course.
Given where that other one was.
I prefer to do that one than Lava Dive. Schmo trying to fire up a couple power bombs here, but you just need to go. So here's the thing. To get through Speed Booster Highway with no speed booster takes almost 2 full E-tanks worth of damage to get through this room. And Lies comes across the Varia suit.
See, this
Throws
is...
caution to the wind.
Yeah, that, like I said, at the start of the game, this is something I think Elias is going to feel he had to do, and that would have been my hope. You find your gravity in the heated room, so that means, you know, if you find your Varia either next to it or behind it, like in this case,
Yeah, that's big.
yeah, you're doing good now.
It's very, very big. Oh, and Lie's just going right for Lower North Fair.
Yeah, we could do this on 2 tanks. We have the 4, but I mean, we don't need anything else.
Lies can beat every boss in the game. Ridley. Yeah, this is go mode for Lies.
Yep.
Charge Ice Plasma, 600 damage. You get your 18 projectiles. This is go mode for Lies. But again, just because you're in go mode doesn't mean you're in the lead. PapaSchmo still has the wreck ship boss down and cleared, by the way.
Yeah, this will be an exercise in routing and map reading here for Lies from here on. Further solidify the movement abilities.
Any Speed Booster fans in chat?
Yeah, we don't have that this game.
More PDs. It's actually not bad. PapaSchmo now can do an extra Crystal Flash. And it's grapple. Okay.
Did they get down as far as the speed booster location? It was up there farming, but
Yes.
that was...
Or was this a reserve?
Another reserve, okay. Yeah, so it is incredibly fortunate for Lies here, skipping those, and that's all it ended up being up there is those 2 things. So yeah, Lies had said in the race stream at the end of the last game, that's rando, and that still applies here, I'll tell you what. PapaSchmo is going to burn down here. And it's, of course, going to find another heated room. So, yeah. Yeah, and then you see the reaction. That one deserves one, if anything it did here in these 2 games tonight. Yeah, if even one of these majors was an E-tank up here, that makes things so much easier for any runner who chose to stay here. Just, they weren't. For once. That's a nice farm spot. I never thought to try that. That's going to be as efficient as you're going to get it right there. So Vanilla Ridley here for Lies, and okay, it charged me. That's right. It's like, here we go again. So we're gonna lead with that, which makes pretty good sense. What is a charge ice plasma good for?
600.
That's it?
100 damage. Yep, wave adds the other 300.
Yeah, it says 600 on there, but I mean, they told me that was basically to make Mother Brain more easy for calculations, so.
Oh, that is the number that the charge beam combo damage does. I was going to compress the Various here shortly. Should he go to there it is.
Yeah, I was wondering, I knew we were a little short.
That should have been
I thought we were a little short. Just going off of your numbers and what I've seen. There we go.
Now we're done. So Ridley at Ridley. Raid at the wreck ship. Nice double jump.
Yeah, good job avoiding it. I continually fail to do that.
You saw Lie stare at it too, like, right, you can't use this.
This looks cool though. Piece of candy.
Piece of candy. What show was that from? SpongeBob?
No idea. So many people said it in rando context for the last 5 years. I have no clue.
Alright. Red fish. Oh. We haven't seen any of the criteria to us outside of meme route, because it was meme route to Red Brin.
Yeah. This is what I mean about the suit restrictions, because it's a traditional thing, but half the time in area.
By the way, are going to lead to one East Meridian, one West Meridian, and one Right. Just great because the boys and not connected on themselves. And there you go. That's great. Piece of candy came from Family Guy. Makes sense. Alright, PapaSchmo. Doesn't care what boss this is.
Yeah, x-rayed that miner first, saw it was a missile, and then grabbed it anyway. I'm not sure what we were looking for, but... It ain't for it to be true if that sponge bath thing is still kind of like looming large.
So wreck ship and trade. Possible switch locations.
So maybe the sponge bath I'm talking about, if that's the case, chat, it was Lies hadn't been there yet, right? At all? Oh, what do we call it where we go to wreck ship E-Tank? Is that what we call it? Or has we got another name? Wavegate had a name that I saw referenced in some repository called Hop Tank, and nobody knew what the hell I was talking about. But I heard it somewhere, so...
So what's Retro Tank? Which cat wants to call it SpongeBob? I don't want to know how or why SpongeBob became a thing. I want to know who came up with that, because that may or may not tell us something. I'm kidding, cat, it's a joke. Nice high five here in Mini Crate Room.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, I was hoping, because if this is like purely an SMZ3 thing or something, and I just realized it. Yeah, I don't know why the name I don't. You know, maybe it's just because it's.
That's not Wreck Ship E-Tank. It's the room with the one puffer.
Where you go to Wreck Ship E-Tank.
Correct.
That's what I meant.
One puffer.
Yeah. So Sponge itself, no, I have no idea.
I would like to know how, why. It just confused. Like, do you all think the puffer looks like a loofah?
Maybe. I call. See, and that's the thing is, that's another thing. Now that we're off on this already, puffer is apparently not what they are, but I call them that because apparently they're not, but in Metroid Prime they are. So
correct, which is why I say they're puffers.
Yeah, so you and me both, but I guess they have another name. So it's like names are weird. We have rooms in this game named after Twitch emotes. You know, why? Yeah, so I don't know.
Aqueduct.
Zelda 3, I do, you know, has some names in there that are just like, ugh. Somebody found something, needed a name, came up with it, nobody else had a better idea or motivation, and that was the end of that. That's probably good enough explanation for 90% of these. But anyway, why Lies, I don't remember where it even is now, Wreck Ship, but really is going to get there soon. I mean, Lies has nothing to do but just go. And with as much stuff as worked out for Lies, I'm hoping those two bosses are somewhere near each other for his purposes. So, is it... Elias hasn't seen any of these doors, right? Till now?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Yeah, because of the way the game started, so...
I mean, by process of elimination, Lies knows where everything is.
Oh, yeah, okay. Saw the doors.
Lies is making this a real game, by the way. It's
yeah.
got low end warfare down. And if you look at what the Torian door is, we know that's the middle of Green Grin. And we know both Green Grin doors are upper warfare. So, realistically, it doesn't matter here which he does. Like, this is going to be a very tight finish.
Yeah, Lies had a big leg up with the suit finds. It's just going to be a matter of taking potentially a wrong turn here or there. Does a nice job with the Cajun special there, microwaving the Botwoon. It's that X-ray proving itself helpful. Runners are current. We're gonna say hi once again. I think I said the wrong name when or no, that was. This stuff messes me up when I'm playing it or otherwise, because I'm like, what boss is left here? It can't be Dragon, and it is. So I don't know. Just forget about me. At any rate, it does seem to be, like you said, PapaSchmo, if nothing else, going to our tracker conventions means, there's a long trip down to LN's boss. There's just no way around it. That said, I'd still say PapaSchmo is moving quite well, given everything that had happened. So, all the seafood, freshly microwaved. We are a pro chef. We have nothing to prove to anybody.
All pretty much comes down to routing now here too.
What's that?
This all pretty much all comes down to routing and speed.
Yep. Well, like I said, Liza's, I think it's going to be his game to lose. Have to take a few goofy turns because PapaSchmo has a long trip ahead of him and no way around it. Just gonna, take this, actually I don't even remember how Lies got in here now, if it was this door or the other door, but...
Lies doing the smart thing here. Lies going out to the Forgotten Highway portion of East Meridian to get back into Red Brand, which would get him a lot closer to the wreck ship.
Well, that's what I was trying to say, because if, you're going this way voluntarily, it's headed, the right way. I just didn't remember which direction this went to, or / he came from to get to East Meridian, but... Yeah,
I apologize. They should have shared my tracker with you.
I mean, I can read it. I generally don't, because I have like 6 windows up. Red Bryn, the best overworld in gaming. Here in Area Rando.
The most area transitions, 6 in Area Rando.
Realize we can do this way. You could also just freeze that top one or that one. That works fine. Let's just get out of here. PapaSchmo continuing to head down for the final boss here as Liz is headed for his. And I'm going to let you tell me where Turian is from here again.
Turian is Green Hill Zone.
Yeah, so we can, let me see. By the time I figured out, Liz will have it done. So there you go. Now, what I'm seeing here is you go out the back, you go to the red brin, you go up to the green missile door there, and then up the Norfair elevator.
Because both Green Brin elevators connect to Upper Norfair. Schmo will have a chance of getting there sooner. Actually, no, he won't. Lies is in the lead. Lies will get there sooner. It's a much shorter route. East Ocean, top red tower. Just go right to the door right below red elevator, the Meridia exit. Gets you to business center. Go from right side business center, left side business center. That's right there. Gets you back to Noob Bridge. This is going to be a race to the finish. For sure. Strap in, folks. It's a good one here.
Yeah, routing aside, this is just because, getting in and out of LN just takes time. So it is one of my goals whenever I do these is, try, if at all possible, to make sure that you only take one trip down here. It doesn't work out that way usually, but if you're going to revisit something, make it direct ship, or make it whatever crate connects to. But in the elevator with refill in hand at 5335 for Lies. Nothing else, we can ice the Zebs. So it should be pretty well in hand, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why Schmo is still hunting items at this point.
Yeah, I was trying to work out what the ideal is here. But no, I'm not sure any of the three would have done much.
Lies, does PapaSchmo forget he has card green?
That's the only possibility I could have thought of. I guess I'm not. I say a lot of things that end up being the case when I'm trying to project through runner's brain, so I don't, but it did occur to me. Considering how fast I forgot about it.
Is the crab hole. Chronic boost.
I mean, yeah. Let's look at the map real quick. That'll get you there, PapaSchmo. But that's my thinking. If you're in the right area, even if it's not the best door, just Well, I see what an hour-long seed takes now. A lot of good movement, and preferably one, that involves screw attack, and the right calls in the early to mid game to get your stuff, as Lies did here, finding a gravity suit pretty early and then running that right into Varia at Mama Turtle. That's the story of this one. Let's get through that first sub. So it's going to be 30 charge shots, or combination of that and whatever remaining super missiles we have as PapaSchmo heads now to Turin. The only thing that could happen here is taking one too many catch-up beams, and we hope that doesn't happen. Or you get that crap where it hits you twice or something. On to catch up with our, as I was recently told, 15 supers in reserve to get through that. And that will do it.
And this height is about a 3-minute difference.
The PapaSchmo did do well to make up time. Not really for any lost time that he'd be aware of, just a matter of what Lies was able to do regarding those suits, really.
Mother Brain 3 here for Lies. If PapaSchmo loses this game, he is eliminated from the bracket stage. He will not make it.
Did you answer your own question there? Oh, they answered. Okay, yeah. I was digging it up.
So here we go. Lies on the escape. PapaSchmo now entering Mother Brain 1. Lies He's shown a heck of a lot throughout this tournament. While he may not be moving on a bracket stage, still be able to hold your own against PapaSchmo, hold your own. Like others like Derp and Beefy is through
They are accomplishments I know I'd be happy with. We'll see if we'll talk to these runners here, but you hate to see, one elimination on game one, another elimination on game two, but if nothing else, they were good games, and I'm just glad to be here.
You got it. And now with no speed, it's going to be a long climb out of Climb Tower.
There's a good chunk of unique majors we have not seen, period. Which I guess owes to the quick time of the seed.
Well, with that being said, viewers, time to be that because Lies has done it. Lies is going to be popping out here in game number 2. This eliminates PapaSchmo from the second seed. Second place for the bracket playing for seed. Lies defeats PapaSchmo here in game 2-3. In this 2-game series, I'm marking PapaSchmo is done because in the racetime.gg room, Lies finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds. PapaSchmo has finished with an official time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 26 seconds. GG's to both runners. And the reason I put them both as PapaSchmo is done is I want to make sure that they get the interview links so that we can go ahead and talk while we see PapaSchmo here on the restream finish off on the break. Here come the racers. We're joined by PapaSchmo. Papa, GG's.
Thank you. Before we get into it, is anybody able to drag Lies into... Oh, all right. Never mind. We're good.
What's up, Lies?
Hey, I figured it out. How's it going?
All right.
GG's to you.
Yeah,
Nice.
You both. A split. 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like you figured it out right when we did. We were digging up the other group here, or the other racers in your group here tonight. It's just the way of the groups, basically, is how this went. But let's say, I guess if you'd like, just talk about the games here, because despite the results, despite you're done, I'm glad this is how it went. You get to see something go both ways, and in fact, the games kind of tied into each other a little bit in relation to Bubble Mountain, if a couple other things as well.
That's cool. Yeah, I was typing in chat to Lies, and I was like, I wasn't happy with my performance on the second game, but honestly, I'm glad that we both won one. Like, I think that's cool. Lies. So it'll be cool to watch both of them kind of back to back and see the differences between the two.
Well, if I recall, when you were in Wreck Ship on game one, you had a double jump at the very least.
Yes.
And so now you didn't, after you found out that Lies did not on game one and didn't do Sponge Bath. You tried to do Sponge Bath and just kind of, you gave it 2 shots, you quit, you kind of didn't fill your power bombs. That kind of hurt a little bit, and I don't suppose any of that felt real good, but I don't know if that's that's the part I don't know. I guess I just found it to be an interesting storyline with the sponge bath business tonight.
Both
Yeah,
times, yeah.
I think it's funny. I disrespected the double jump. I was like, "Oh, I don't need this." And it turns out it would have saved me so much time. Like not just even with that, but like other parts as well. If I would have just
Oh, yeah,
kept it.
early double jump
Yeah.
is pretty awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but it was all
sure.
the way in Gauntlet, and I only had bombs. There was no power bombs. Got to get back
Yeah.
with it, and this seemed like a waste of time, but guess not.
Yeah, if I have bombs, I do gauntlet most of the time, unless I'm trying to like just play really aggressively or something and just skip a whole bunch of stuff. I usually do that.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, that sponge bath was crap, man. Like I know I haven't done it in a long time. I was getting the bounce. It just was like a few pixels not too high every single time. It was making me mad. But I'm glad I bailed because I don't know what else was in reg shit, but it wasn't anything I needed. I should have done that earlier.
Yeah, I just when you did leave though, I was looking at like you want to just walk out. The problem was no power bombs. I was like, I hope somebody drops something for you there, because then you try to get into bowling alley and
Yeah, I soft locked
yeah,
myself. That was great.
it's-
That was fun.
I mean, this is about how WX fan and me have been feeling all night, just because we're tired. We're
Yeah.
Hey,
like, I get it.
hey, well, despite your tiredness and lack of energy, I'm really appreciative that you guys got on comms and narrated our fun times and our not so fun times. I really appreciate it.
And I'm just as glad as you guys probably are that that second seed was quick. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's late for me too. So.
Well, pushing that gravity. What was your thinking with that? You got the gravity, doing the heat runs, and then you were like, you push that. I guess you're probably hoping for Varia to show up in a water area. Is that kind of the
Yeah,
thinking?
well, I think I had East Meridia access, and I just figured, with gravity there, I only had 4 E tanks, so those other hell runs up there and Bubble Mountain, they just seemed like a lot of time. So I figured I could just use gravity if I could get back to, somewhere where I could get back to Meridia.
Well, I
And
was sorry, I was clenching over here because
yeah,
there's other because how many times are there E tanks, and then it's okay because it cuts your farming down. Well, guess what? They weren't. You had a
yeah, yeah,
reserve and a grapple,
yeah.
so that worked out pretty well for
Well,
me.
good. Yeah, I figured if it was Varia, I'd get. I mean, I was done anyway. Like I was trying to play aggressive in that second game
Mhm.
anyway because, I mean, I knew I was kind of at a disadvantage movement wise. I was like, let's just go for it. Let's me routed into something, and I don't think I saw criteria until 40 minutes in or something.
I,
So
Yeah, I don't think anybody did. It's like when you mentioned about having the same loadout at the end. The seed kind of
yeah,
had a way, and
yeah, I guess
that way
so.
was meme route, and you come back some point
Yeah, I
later.
guess so. Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
mean, you both find, you know, your progression immediately at meme route. There was no need to go back up there.
yeah,
yeah, yeah, for sure. I was honestly a little scared that I was gonna get stuck, not and have to go all the way back through meme route or something. But I'm glad at least one of the portals led to something that we could follow. So
It'd be
I could
real.
not. Could not make sense of that first seed. Like I ended up going back and forth up in criteria down. I went down to get power bombs, and their first seed. Oh man, that first seed was terrible for me. Yeah, ridiculous.
That's like what most of the ones I run tend to feel like for me. It's just okay, what are we supposed to do? And then you figure out what you can do, and then when you realize you do everything that you can do, and the one you're supposed to do you do last. It's like fine.
I
Yeah,
that
exactly.
that first seed, I think you probably saw my like indecisiveness and going back and forth. What I was contemplating was just going to East Meridian and doing a suitless Crystal Flash clip. I was like, I I just did this in a seed, like I don't have a problem doing it. And then I was sitting there and I was like, okay, maybe I just play the seed. Like instead of trying to like just play smart, just do the thing. Like you know, as long as you're playing well, you probably have a good chance. So maybe don't do something crazy. So I kept going back and forth between trying to do, you know, super skips and different things, and just decided against it.
Because that's
Yeah.
more of a weekly async sort of move, right? You do that more on the
Right.
weekly one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Well, look at it this way. I just did some quick little math that I like to do whenever I actually have a reason to in Super Metroid. Looking at your end screens here, let's see, 98 seconds in fanfares alone. So I mean, it's closer than that even with the extra items you picked up, because that's just the way it worked out for you. Yeah, PapaSchmo, you're moving well, really, and that's the thing. Like, it's just hard to overcome that suit 1-2 combo that Lies pulled off. So
I just realized. Oh wow! I picked all those extra things I picked up were because my brain was on ammo mode. I didn't even use my dang
oh
charge beam and forgot that I had it, I guess.
yeah, see, WX
Oh,
fan,
geez.
yeah, he thought you
were
might
right.
have. Well, you were right.
Yeah, well,
You
hey,
didn't
it's
you
one
didn't
in the
microwave
morning.
everybody? I microwaved
No,
everybody.
I never used my charge beam once. I saw it at the very beginning, and I was like, cool, I don't have to pick up that much stuff. And then I just forgot about it.
You pick up everything else. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
and then
That's
Lies had a heads up too, as he reminds me. I was like, I'm sitting here this whole time. Yeah, you're going into Croc with 10 supers. You're going to be. Oh yeah, we have charge.
Yeah, I didn't remember that at first either. That's how I remembered. I was like, shoot, can I do this with 5 supers? I don't know. And then I was like, oh wait, charge. That's right. So
Yep.
Yeah, well, hey, that's a dumb fun lesson to learn. I'm gonna blame it on the time of day. That's what I'm gonna
Yep.
blame it on.
Speaking of the time of day, I want to
Yeah,
because
let's
it
get
is
out of here.
it's
yeah,
20
for
Uh,
sure.
I
Thank you for
want to
calming
move
both of
over
yous.
to both of you. We're going to start with Schmo, then we'll go to Lies for final thoughts. Scoop, we'll go after that, and then I'll wrap things up and get us on out of here. Not that I don't want to hear you all break down the scene. It's just I want to be respectful of everyone that is
For sure.
and we all need to go to bed.
I'll keep it short and sweet. This tournament was a ton of fun. Good luck to everybody who's still in it, and thank you to everybody who put it on and everyone who helped out.
Yeah, same. I guess we both eliminated each other, so it's been great so far. It's been fun. It's been hard finding time, so I'm glad we did. And yeah, thanks for racing. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I myself, like I'll say that I'm here basically because I'm used to doing this, but because I'm not used to Super Metroid, I come in here trying to learn some stuff, see how people are doing things without having to like dig up seeds and VODs. So that's why I'm in here. I'm glad that these races go as well as they do, because they're fun to watch, and a lot of us get to learn, even if there's people in chat who are thinking about doing the same thing. So appreciative for everybody.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'd like to thank Scoopula for signing up to volunteer here last minute. Greatly appreciate you, Scoop, and splitting the tracking duties and comms. Always better to do these when you have extra commentary. So appreciate you, Scoop. Appreciate DJ Webb and Kubo, our two admins for this tournament. Again, this tournament's been a ton of fun. And still plenty of more races to go. PapaSchmo, Lies, thank you both for a great 2-game set. But speaking of them, for PapaSchmo, for Lies, for Scapula, I'm WXFan21, saying we'll see you next mission. Have a good night, buddy.